For our wonderful last band of the evening. This band is part of a collaboration which is happening across Shrewsbury Folk Festival this year with Scottish Showcase Expo, where it's a wonderful initiative whereby I think it's 15 artists across the festival have been specially selected, and it's a collaboration with Scottish Showcase Expo. Some of them very well-known names, some of them up and coming. And our next artist, you may think you haven't heard her, but you probably have heard her perhaps in films, perhaps at festivals, but perhaps also in computer games, because she's a composer of music across all those genres. She also sings in both Gaelic and English, and also as a lead singer with Manran and Staran. So we're really delighted to have with us tonight Kim Carnie.
Well, Maud and Tiny, thank you so much. We are so happy to be here, and I'm so happy mainly that you guys are here. When we saw that we got put on at the same time as Scary Voro, someone did us a dirty. So we are happy you stayed for us, but we love this festival, and it's nice to be down for the first time with my own band. But we're going to continue now with another Gaelic song, and it's called Chanyadachu Shakortithim, which translates as, I don't like this crack very much. It's not true tonight. We're very, very happy to have our good friend, but Ruda's fiddle player with us tonight, Mr. Jack Smedley. I'm sure there's loads of Ruda fans out there, but no bigger one than this one standing on stage. So, Jack, we are going to give you a wee cover now. And it's always nice to borrow a couple of songs, and we're borrowing a couple tonight. But this one, you might know him. It's a song by a wee guy called Bob Dylan. So this is Don't Think Twice. We'll try and drown out the scaries. the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. That light I never know. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish that there was something you would do or say to try and make me wanna change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, girl. I can't hear you anymore. Well, I'm thinking and I'm wandering, walking way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Oh, so long, honey, baby. Where I'm bound, where I can't tell. But goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'm gonna say fare thee well. Now I ain't seen you treating me unkind. You could have loved me better, but I don't mind. You just kinda sorta wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Now I ain't seen you treating me unkind. You could have loved me better, but now I don't mind. You just kinda sorta wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. That was fun. We're going to go back to the good stuff, the Gaelic. Is anyone in from Scotland? Nice one. Anyone in from Ireland? England? Any English Gaelic speakers? Listen, there's time yet. This is Nian Shin Hal. How did I? Wales? I apologize. Nian Shin Hal the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Shao the Machu with the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Shao the Machu with the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Evel Yabachana the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Evel Yabachana the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Yovel Gauna the Yedo, Oro Yada Yedo, Yovel Gauna the Yedo. I've actually never been to Wales. I know, it's very sad, but I get to go tomorrow for the very first time. I'm going down to a festival called Between the Trees, and I'm very excited, and I'm getting to stay in a bell tent, which I've also never done, so I feel like tomorrow's a big day for Kim Carnie. Do we all love that noise as much as I do? We're going to do a song now called Muirsna Kepi. Going to go back a few hundred years. Are you guys in the mood for a story tonight? Yeah, great. Well, this, just as well, most of you are seated, because it's not a short one. But this song is it's a song about, it's a true story. One of the kind of bloody, gory Scottish songs that we're known for. And yeah, and the story is of two brothers, and they're from the Highlands, and they're the sons of the clan chief of Kepach, and they are sent away to France to get their education. When they are over there, they get the news that their dad has died, and that they have to return home, and the older brother is to become the clan chief. But the boys have been away for a wee while, and there's a lot of anger in the clan that these kids are going to come back and be the boss, be the big guy. And the uncle particularly thinks that he should get to be the clan chief. And he causes a little bit of a stir in the clan, and he gets people angry enough that one night they go into the home of these young boys, and we're not quite sure what age they were, but we're guessing children and maybe teenagers. And they take the oldest brother from the bed, and a few of them hold him back, and they start to stab him all over. And this younger brother hears the commotion and runs down, tries to save his brother, but it's too late. And the men hold the younger brother back. And one of the stories, according to our wonderful kind of, what's be that ish in English again? What's that? Oh my God, that's how tired we are. I can't remember English words. Oral tradition. Sorry. And according to our oral tradition, one of the stories that we know is that the younger brother is held back, and as he shouts to his uncle for help, the uncle takes a step forward and he takes the first stab into the younger brother. And both boys lose their lives that night. And this story is from the perspective of the sister who finds them the next morning. But the song is about much more than that. It's about the man who tried to kind of make sure that these young boys didn't die in vain. And the guy was the bard of the clan, and they carried great weight. They were very powerful people because they were well educated, they were smart, they had a gorgeous way with words, and that was very powerful. And he asked the clan themselves if they would hold these men responsible, and they didn't want anything to do with it, and neither did the neighbouring clan. And I don't know if you know, but the clans loved to fight. So any way to avoid that, they were keen for it. But he took himself to the council in Edinburgh and asked for permission to kill these men. And the council said, absolutely, fire and sword, off you go. I don't know what it's like down here. Our council doesn't really give you that right. So he does. He goes back to the Highlands, and he gets some pals down from Skye, the McDonald's of Slate, and they kill the 7 boys that they think are responsible for this. Not the uncle, unfortunately. He did become the clan chief. But when they killed these boys, this is a long story, I'm very sorry. When they killed these boys, because the council gave them permission, they had to give the council evidence that it had been done. So they chopped their heads off, and they tied them together with bracken, and they threw them over the shoulder and carried them to Edinburgh. But we're good folk up in Scotland, so there's some conditions to this. And one of our traditions when you behead someone, this may be worth taking a note, is that you wash the head, of course. So he stopped at a well and he washed the 7 heads, and then he took them to Edinburgh. Now, if you go to Lochaber, it's just outside Fort William. It's called Topernin Ceann, the Well of the 7 Heads. It's a really gorgeous place to go. But this song is from the perspective of the sister, and she comes in the morning, sees her brothers lying on the floor. And another custom of us Highlanders was that when someone that you loved died a painful death, you drank their blood and that helped with the keening and the healing process. And the song, she says, I couldn't drink enough of the blood because she was just so distraught. Again, I personally don't keep up with that custom. I don't know about yourselves. But here's a very stereotypical cheery Gaelic song for you. See if It's so nice to have the backing band of Scary Vor for those nice quiet ones. God, Alec, he really is singing his wee heart out over there, isn't he? We're going to do a song now called Oh Hape Hape, and it's from an island, South Uist. Has anybody ever been over to South Uist? It's gorgeous. It's one of my favourite ones. And this is another kind of cheery song. It's a humorous one, actually. It's about a group of people who almost drowned. And the bard found it hilarious, so it's quite a cheeky wee song. Ga cian of go brown a go ní Jill figure cian a grach as an haar sabbat de at ganjano well a ver a quunions on those at a vaca he pips can the hip bigger bag he pips can the hip bigger bag oh he pips can the hip bigger bag well doch meine jaam ze woont je gewarscht Gewoon mi boede so goed gekocht is dan mi ma just breathe I ache in your love Hey pips can the hip bigger bag Hey pips can the hip bigger bag Oh hey pips can the hip bigger bag Look when ik jou aan te woont je gewarscht Hey pips can the hip bigger bag Hey pips can the hip bigger bag Oh hey pips can the hip bigger bag Look when ik jou aan te woont je gewarscht so goed gekraan wie is dan wie maar hoe wat droom kan maken kan je niet meer heen en nog veel als een nachtje cool is just breathe wat ik in je raak hey pips can the hip bigger bag hey pips can the hip bigger bag oh hey pips can the hip bigger bag maar toch ben ik jou te woont je gewarsje hoe is het enige kian of gebrand hoe niet de chill vindt je aan de graag als een haar sabbat de uit jana alle werden goedjes al doen ze de vaak A couple of years ago, I started working on a documentary with a friend of mine, and we ended up we had this plan of making this short little documentary about conversion therapy, and it turned out to be this kind of feature-length film that we launched last year, and we've had it all over the world, and it's been a real kind of journey, but also insight into a world that I don't really know a huge amount about. And we ended up speaking to loads of people from various corners of the world. We went over to the States and spoke to people who'd survived conversion therapy, and we spoke to people who were from Uganda and Zimbabwe who have made their home here in the UK because it's illegal to be who they are, where they're from. And really difficult stories and powerful stories, but a part of the documentary was also finding the joy in the queer community, which there is plenty of. And it's a difficult time right now, and you'll know yourself, and it's there's not to make folk music political, but bigotry's on the rise, folks, and it's a hard time. So we made this documentary and it celebrates the queer community and and everything that's hard and fun and beautiful within. And a part of the documentary, I was asked to write a few songs that inspired me from the conversations that I had with our contributors, and this is one of them. This is a song called New Orleans, and this is a song I started to write while I was over there. And what was so special about that place was that there was so much queer visibility, and a lot of the people who lived there weren't from there. They were from various other parts of the States, but maybe less welcoming states, and they'd made their home somewhere where they could find a chosen family, which is a huge, important concept for folk whose own families have turned their backs or have thrown them out. And the song is a happy song. It's New Orleans is calling her people to her. It's where they're meant to be, and they're to be loved and they're to be cherished, like every one of us here. So this is New Orleans, and we released it as a single last year. But also, along with the single, we have really cute little tote bags. And I'm so proud of the wee slogan, and it's I've put on them, "What a difference a gay makes." Yeah. Thank you. That's age showing there with the puns. But maybe, are there any gays in tonight? I don't know. But yes. But if you're not a gay yourself, I'm so sorry. But if you have a favourite gay, you can get them a tote bag too. But anyway, this is New Orleans. From out of town we have come to the city of second chances. Some in love and some alone, we will sit right here. We go. We move to the Mississippi River. There we grow old and grace. Hurricanes take paper planes, our buttons they take down. Louisiana, oh my life, I've been looking for this all this time. You've been calling on me all night long. The moon is in your eyes. You make it alright. Jackson, your chair next to mine. Slow lips and hearts to bear. What if not for this? We are these summers we've never known. The heat will drive us in. While you make war, we're making love down in New Orleans, Louisiana. You've been calling on me all night long. The moon is in your eyes. All my life, I've been looking for this all this time. You've been calling on me Mr. John Lowry on keys over there, all the way from the Orkney Isles. We've got a really quiet song that I like to do, and I don't know if we should hold out, but I know the boys pretty well, and I don't think they hold any quiet songs until the end of their set, so I think we might just have to go for it. This is a song written by a pal of ours, well, a few pals of ours. This is on an album that John McCusker and Chris Drever and Roddy Wimble did. Yeah, we were actually trying to work out yesterday. Did we work out that it's almost 20 years old, the album? Almost. Not everyone in the band was born then.
If only.
If only. But this is my favorite song off that album anyway. This is Poorest Company. When the wind feels like the world is useless spinning around me, a country round my shoulders, a flag at ease dawn, a gallows tree. I won't let it get me down. I know there are people now who bind together what they do and live their lives like I want to. When we steal what we can with the courage to be free, and I found where I belong among the Buddha's company. When the world feels like the wind is breathing in and out of me, and I'm standing beside you, there's a shadow where a man should be. I will be glad enough if wherever I may be, people would remember we're woven in this tapestry. When we steal what we can with the courage to be free, and I found where I belong among the Buddha's company. When we steal what we can, I take everything I see, and I found where I belong among the Buddha's company. That's okay. We're going to do a song called Shohene Kiki, and we're going back to the first recording that we put out as a band, and that was maybe back in 2018. But myself and this is Innes White to my left. A star. We actually started playing together when we were at the end of our teenage years, and I think this is one of the first ones that we put together. So this is a song called I Don't Like This Time of Year. Again, I can't say it's true for me, but... We have been working on a new album for the last year, and I'm so excited to tell you that it's out next month. It's out on the 19th of September, and it's a song. It's called Ichalioch, and I haven't translated it on the album itself because the translation technically is the old hag. Doesn't translate very well, but she's a character in folklore, and all the pieces on the album have been they're all new melodies, but they're all pieces that have been written by women. But as I was trying to find pieces of poetry that were hundreds of years old, that didn't. My goal was songs that didn't long for or praise a man, because that is the majority of Gaelic songs. It was really, really hard, and what ended up being the case was that most of the pieces were spells or incantations. So I've ended up with this witch album, but also it's full of curses as well. So when we were in studio and the engineer who didn't have any Gaelic, he would ask me, and it's like, oh, what's this song about? And I'd be like, well, this one, the wife is wishing that her husband goes out to sea and drowns. And then the next one's like, well, this one, she's wishing that this man gets such a bad throat that he dies. And the engineer's like, whoa, there's a really dark theme. And I'm like, turns out there actually is. So if you want to buy an album that's full of curses, you can next month. And we actually played you one of them earlier, and I forgot to mention it was the single Clon and Gillian is out today. So you can listen to that on wherever you get your music. But for now, we're going to go back to the last album, and this is a song I wrote a few years ago, and it's called She Moves Me. She's a lightning in the dark, oh, the brightest morning star. She's a fighter and a lover, oh, the captive and the hunter. She's a walking disaster. She's the tears and the laughter. Oh, you know I wouldn't change her. Oh, you know I wouldn't change her. And I would search high and low to find the one that heals me. And when I see her standing there, she moves me. She's the fire within me, and the air that chills me. She's a wired and wavy. She moves me. Oh, she moves me. She's together and she's broken. She's been sung and gone unspoken. Oh, I feel it when I hold her. Oh, I feel it when I hold her. She's the downput and the harbor. She's the wretch and she's the pooter. Oh, she's worn and still and weathered. Oh, you know I wouldn't change her. And I would search high and low to find the one that heals me. And when I see her standing there, she moves me. She's the fire within me, and the air that chills me. She is a wired and waiting. She moves me. She's the fire within me, and the air that chills me. She is a wired and waiting. She moves me. Oh, she moves me. Oh, she moves me. Well, Moran Pingrave. We've come to our last one. Again, thank you so much for coming and spending your Friday night with us. And we really are so happy to be here. I was here last year with Manran. I don't know if anybody caught that set here last year. We had a lot of fun. And when the festival asked me to take my own band back down, I was delighted, but also made sure to request that if Liz and Rob were hosting again, that we would love to stay with them. And I'll tell you why. Sometimes homestays aren't a huge thing at festivals, but when it is, it can be quite daunting for both parties. You don't know what strangers are turning up to your house, and but you also don't know what you're walking into. And last year we felt like we walked away having made a couple of friends, and it was really, really nice to see them again today. And I know, but they might be at Skerryvore, but if they're here, they're there, yeah. So thank you so much for having us, and to everybody who volunteers to take strangers into your house. You're good, wild folk. But thank you so much. Thank you to the festival. We've been looked after so well. We're going to leave you with a song now called Luch na Berle, which is on the next album. And this song. Now, I asked earlier, I don't think I got much of a response. Is there any folk from England in here that do speak Gaelic? Okay, well, any English speakers in? Well, this might not be the song for you. This song is a couple hundred years old, and the woman who wrote it, she wrote it while she was in prison, and she was pretty angry when she wrote this poem. She had been sent to prison after she was accused of stealing the clothes of the wife of an English captain that she was working for at the time. And she went to her grave saying that this wasn't true, but she wasn't the one with the money or the power. So she went away to prison, and she left her 6 kids to fend for themselves while she was in. But when, it's the hit, underneath the stars. And when she was in there, she was so angry as well at what was happening up at home, up in Skye. And her people were being thrown off of their land. They were losing their crofting rights. They were losing their homes. And she saw a correlation between the two things that she was most angry about. And that was the English. So she wrote an 80-verse poem called I'm Sick and Tired of the English Speaker. Now this song goes down differently depending on where I sing it in the country. Who hates it the most, I'll tell you, is Edinburgh. And I don't know if you know the kind of the politics up in Scotland, but I think Billy Connolly kind of summed it up beautifully when he said that you'll have better fun at a Glasgow funeral than an Edinburgh wedding. So I sang this song as a big kind of collaboration project a couple of years ago, and there was an Irish singer on as well, Northern Irish, sorry, and Joshua Burnside, if there's any Joshua fans in there, he's an incredible writer, but he's quite political in his songs, and I sang this song and he sang a song that was maybe a little bit coarser in its words, and we both got emails that night of complaint. And we both had very different responses to that. I wrote back with maybe a 3,000-word essay on the importance of keeping these songs going and teaching people our history. And Joshua replied with 2 words. Anyway, thank you. But from the very bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. Moran Taigleif. This is Luch na Berle. sitte van I feiking I kneding Carich vech mi ach fi blaun en katchrif se fi kummel taich grich de haten nisht Eden voetig ik en neitjen Hanen kuanten ganjen Geem ik maar ter boeles ganjen Boachilje nenje aan kombia shit Nedenje kore soundem mis Eetje gauw shit vanem Bavish life Min koni sound han Rotchenik Nefri aan fare Rom Moer aan genje sound En you for ich liebe am Boden Nach Lille Konzern En sehr Hamiski Vuchne berle hamiski Du järste dire samma me Uraden keli hamiski Vuchne berle hamiski Vuchne berle hamiski Du järste dire samma me Uraden keli hamiski Vuchne berle
That's Kim Carnie, everyone.
More on time, Dave.
Would you like some more? Would you really like some more? Let's welcome them back on. Kim Carnie.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, why don't we leave you now that the boys are nice and quiet? Would you like to sing with us? Yeah. Okay. Let me teach you this song. It's got an easy chorus, and we've probably got time for one more of my very long stories, do we? This song is about a guy who quite fancies a girl that he sees, and he goes and tries and impresses her, but he does so by trying to speak in English. Absolutely not, folks. And she says, no, I'm not interested in your type. I'm after a Gael. And he says, well, why didn't you say? My first language was Gaelic. It's my mother tongue. It's the language I love, and it's the place. And it's Argyll where I was raised, and that's the place of the language. And anyway, they get married. So the point of the story is, if you learn Gaelic, you'll get the girl. So I'm going to help you here, folks. This is, it goes... Fide, fade, horo yabi. Fide, fade, horo yabi. Next line. Fide, fade, horo ele. Fide, fade, horo ele. Third line. Fide, fade, horo yabi. Fide, fade, horo yabi. Lovely. Buainje ranich tu vlochetje. Buainje ranich, try that. Buainje ranich tu vlochetje, tu vlochetje. That was pretty good, guys. More on time. Thank you so much. Gruaim sigalig fetach anai Speak mos vishe Fide fade Oro yadi Fide fade Oro ele Fide fade Oro yadi Boain rani Tuvlachitje Valina bidum chotarel Shom obav nach ich bedrut Baherne voyach uid mi marach Sede galik ami jia Fide fade oro yali Fide fade oro ele Fide fade oro yali Boain rani tuvlachitje Fide fade oro yali Fide fade oro ele Fide fade oro yali Boain rani tuvlachitje Boain rani tuvlachitje One thing, we'll be over at the merch table if you do fancy a wee chat.